The mountain is my mother, my father is the sea. This river is the fountain of all that life can be.
As the English nut, it's a dream come true for me to be able to meet him and talk to him. Thank you so much, Mr. Bond.
Thank you for arranging this little get-together, and I look forward to chatting to you about books, writing, anything under the sun that's got to do with literature.
That's the idea. I've brought you some Bengali sweets and Darjeeling tea from Kolkata.
Great for the figure. Thank you very much.
I know how much you like to eat, so...
Excellent. Well, I'll save them for this evening.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Because otherwise, instead of talking, we'll be eating. Or I will be. But many thanks.
You're most welcome. What is this curry puff that you love so
curry
much?
puff. You still get it today, but now you call it a patty, a chicken patty, let's say.
All right.
Or a mutton patty, or it's just, say, like keema meat in a patty.
Yeah.
In those days we called it a curry puff.
Okay.
So very much an Anglo-Indian term.
Okay. But are the ones you get today as good as the ones you had in your childhood? No. I doubt it. What's blancmange? That's another thing that
you'd get them in packets, rather like a jelly. It was a sort of custard. No, you'd get this, it was like a custard powder, and you could make a pudding out of it.
Right, right.
But maybe you could still get it, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll ask next time I'm in town.
Yeah.
In one of the older establishments, they might have it. Hammers.
The blancmange is like, I think, a white
yes, it could be
custard.
so usually it was a sort of pastel color,
right.
a pink or a mauve or some, and shaped like a jelly. But it wasn't a jelly; it was more of a sort of thick custard.
Right.
You spooned it out, or you could.
I think it's a little like the Italian panna cotta, if I'm not sure.
I don't know that.
Right. And what's a black pudding? Is it black in color? Or?
It was a chocolate pudding.
Okay,
yeah,
that's why.
It was a chocolate pudding, and I think the Khansama always called it a black pudding khayenge aaj. So the cook called it a black pudding. Right. It was cocoa or chocolate pudding.
Dark color.
Yeah, dark pudding.
What are the sweet mysteries of life?
Sweet mysteries of life. The term I discovered was used during the war when there were food rationing, and often sausages, particularly for soldiers or for school kids in schools, you don't know what went into them. So it became an expression amongst soldiers that they were sweet mysteries. And they got the expression from a famous song of that time, a duet, which was sung by Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald in a film called Naughty Marietta, 1935. So this song was called Our Sweet Mystery of Life. Our sweet mystery of life, at last I found you. So they refer to the sausages as our sweet mysteries because they never could find out what was in them.
What was in them? You've written a poem in praise of the sausage. Would you?
I did, but I don't have my book of poems with me. I think you have it down somewhere.
Yes.
In praise of the sausage. I like a good sausage, I do. It's a dish for the chosen and few. Oh, for sausage and mash, and of mustard a dash, and an egg nicely fried, maybe two. At breakfast or at lunch or at dinner, the sausage is always a winner. If you want a good spread, go for sausage and bread, and forget all your vows to be slimmer.
Wonderful.
Well, you obviously don't eat many sausages.
Well, actually, if you eat sausages without the bread, I believe that, in modern science,
yes, I think the bread is the fattening part.
The carbohydrates. Yeah. I think I had sausage this morning, in fact, at the hotel. Yeah. One word that I've seen used in my house as a child and which I've come across in your book is Dolie.
Oh, Dolie, yes.
Like the meat safe. So is that an English word? Because I couldn't find it in the dictionary.
It was very much an Anglo-Indian word, but possibly an Indian word, or maybe even an Urdu word or Hindustani word, which referred to the cupboard which you had in the pantry or dining room, in which you kept foodstuffs. It was a cupboard with a jali, a sort of
a mesh.
A mesh, yeah.
Yeah.
And very often we'd stand it, the fall eggs, in pots of water,
right,
to prevent the ants and other insects from getting to it, in.
Is that also called a meat safe? Is that the same?
Maybe it is. We always called it a Dolie. You're right.
Yeah.
But it could have been acted as a meat safe too, I suppose. In India, at least in the plains, you couldn't keep meat very long.
Correct.
Or anything very long.
Yeah, it could only be used in places like Masuri.
Yeah, up in the hill stations. Yeah, because we didn't have refrigeration up to, I think, well up to 1950 or so.
Right.
I remember the first ice creams used to come in ice boxes, in fact, in the 40s. People didn't have fridges, I think, till around the time of independence.
Right. Mr. Bond, thank you very much. It was.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. You made me talk. Normally, I'm a very silent person.
I'm really, really fortunate that you opened up and you were very, very sporting about it.
I am the English nut. Bye for now.
I'm the English nut. Bye for now. I have a special announcement to make for the fans of Ruskin Bond, which is the launch of a new venture called the Ruskin Bond Collections, which consists of signed copies of his books, combinations of different books, books with objects like this lovely stuffed toy.
Timothy the Tiger Cub.
Timothy the Tiger Cub. So you're going to find all this and more if you go to www.ruskinbond.in.